Hello and welcome back.
I'm Kath.
And I'm Stuart. And this is Nala.
In December, we left South Wales on an epic road trip to Morocco.
Join us as we attempt to take our home on wheels from mountains to deserts and everything else in between.
Getting off the beaten track to show you the real Morocco.
Hello and welcome back. We finally made it to the Sahara Desert.
It's been quite the week getting here, as we've meandered from the north through the Atlas Mountains and explored the gorges that Morocco has to offer.
We've even seen some snow on the way.
And the week has not been without a few trials and tribulations and adventures of its own.
Let's have a look, see how we got on. About 3.5k into a 6.5k road to a lake, and we've come to a big divot that we ain't getting past. So do we turn round or do we carry on? Well, being that there is another road in probably about 1 kilometre up the road, we're going to give it a bash. So here's us building a bridge.
I mean, we might be slightly insane.
With rain forecast and the roads only getting worse, we admitted defeat and headed back the way we came.
We're at 2,300 metres on a road.
That's barely held together. It's crumbling away at the edges. We've just passed an HGV. I gave him a lot of room. It's madness. Good morning from the Atlas Mountains. We spent the night at Hotel Casbah. Not in the hotel, we camped outside. Very reasonably priced. It cost us a dozen cans of beer and a bottle of wine, which is lovely. The wind was ridiculous last night. 60 mile an hour plus, gusting all night, barely slept a wink. Rain was falling most of the night, as well as snow up on the higher mountains, but down here it's fine. It's all dried out already. The sun's shining today, as you can see. Yeah, really hospitable place. We'll put a link in the description, mention it on our blog. I think without exchange of beer it would have cost us 90 dirham, so that's not too bad, and we got use of the facilities as well, so hot showers, proper flushing toilet, and internet when it's working. It's satellite internet, which wasn't working overly well last night because of the bad weather, but we managed. Today we're off to Daddy's Gorge, so it's about a 3-hour drive. As you can see, it is very snowy outside. We're currently travelling at about 15 miles an hour because I don't want to go any quicker because we're going downhill. Glad we did the winter prep on the van, put the big tyres on it. They're coming into their own today. Just had a look, it's minus 1.5 out there now, and we're currently somewhere between 2,700 and 2,800 metres in elevation. What an amazing landscape. Okay, so these guys look like they're having problems, so we're going to see if we can help. We've got spades and stuff in the van, so I mean, we can't really get past them at the moment, so we're going to have to help one way or the other. But the van does slide slightly, so yeah, we'll see how we go on. Huh? And while I went on ahead, Kath stayed back to put chocks under the rear wheels to stop her own van sliding before heading up to join me.
Well, we're fine. Winter tyres, snow chains, not a problem. This guy in his 1.4 and his ball tyres and his distinct lack of driving skill, well, thankfully we've got spades so we can help. Well, they're still barely moving, and pushing cars is hard up here at 2,700 metres.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're both out of breath.
They've got no tread on their front tyres.
Absolutely none. The guy can't drive, to be fair. He clearly isn't used to driving in ice and snow.
We're going to go put the chains on, see what we can do.
And then maybe we can help them a bit, because even where the ice is thin on the top, they can't get going at all. So yeah, time for our snow chains, and maybe we can help a little bit more. Who knows? Oh, what a morning, eh? Adventure in the Atlas. At least we're fine. I mean, look at the views though. Oh, look at it.
Oh, he's moving a little bit.
Oh, he's going. Maybe he can get going again. Well, we didn't use our snow chains or our spades or anything else that we bought for winter preparation when we were in the Alps, but they've certainly got some use today. We are not actually having any issues so far, but I think it's probably time for us to put our own snow chains on. But yeah, we managed to dig him out. Thankfully, where they build the roads here, it's just deep gravel on the side, which at least means you've got something to shovel up and chuck under the wheels. But you still need that gentle gas pedal and decent tyres, of which he had neither. Men, eh? Lose patience, foot to the floor, wonder why you're not getting anywhere.
Well, we're all up the worst bit. Yeah, the snow chain did the job. It doesn't quite fit my wheels, but I managed to bodge it on with a load of cable ties. Managed to rip my hand to pieces on it, but yeah, we're going to wait for them to carry on, and we're going to follow them just in case they get stuck again. But teamwork makes the dream work, baby. What a day. Oh, so we just went back to rescue the guy that came past us earlier. Nobody else would stop. So I walked back once we got to the top and took my snow chains down there, which fitted him a treat. And we managed to get up. He's so grateful. He now wants us to follow us to his house to say thank you. Perhaps with a cup of tea or some food, but we'll find out when we get there. But yeah, there's a hell of a drop on my left now, so we're taking it very slowly.
Oh, it's so scary.
On the plus side, we've just got a good phone signal.
Oh God, I'm so scared. Yeah, well, what would you have done next? And freezing conditions. I couldn't, I would have been worried about him all day for the rest of the trip. Because, like, you die out here. This is not, it's not a game. The views are absolutely extraordinary. I just wish I wasn't so terrified that I couldn't enjoy it. It's just a huge drop off to our left, ploughing through the snow. I mean, we're okay. Stu's driving's brilliant. We've got our winter tyres on. I think we're good. A few people have been through before us and churned up the road.
As we descend, the snow starts to melt, which only adds to our lack of traction. Neither of us realised when we set off today that once we reached the peak, the next 25 plus kilometres of downhill was still a piste. Clearly it'll be tarmac at some point, but God only knows when that'll be. For now though, it was just a case of keeping our fingers crossed that we didn't get bogged down in the wet bits or get a puncture on the sharp stuff.
I know everyone says how lucky we are to be able to travel, and we really are. We are so privileged. But you know what? Even if you only did it once in your life, once you just took 3 months off and did this, you should do it. What an experience. Look at the road ahead.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what a drive, what a day.
Welcome to Morocco, baby! With the road ahead now in sight, we both agreed that the descent needed to be slow and steady. In our 7.5 metre van, some of the corners required extra concentration. And some of them took 2 attempts.
I keep imagining what it was like to hold down that. It's not nice. We'll just be careful because I really am like I'm about 10 miles past my comfort zone here. I know, but I might cry now. I don't want to look at it. Let's say they must go around and must go back, and that's not good. Yeah. On is the only way now, really, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the guy in the Mercedes that we went back to help has waited for us at the bottom of the piste. He really wants us to go to his house so he can say thank you. He's gone around a hairpin that's way too tight for us, so we've just driven down a little bit, and now Stu's turning around to go back up and meet him. So,
27-point turn.
Yeah, we're having to use Google Translate to make ourselves understood, but it works, and he's assured us his house is just 5 minutes away. So
There we go.
just 5 minutes, so we're going back up to him now. Well, here we are. Hopefully he's not taking us to kill us. And from nowhere, the village just appears.
When we arrived at his family home, we were greeted by his mother and directed to this beautiful room where we sat, drank tea and ate some amazing foods. The conversation flowed, albeit through Google Translate, and soon it was time for a tour of his village, much to the amusement of the local kids.
Oh, she doesn't know what to do, does she? All these people. Very beautiful. What a beautiful and humbling experience to meet this village of people and children and have a delicious meal. That was gorgeous.
He had spoken to his mum on the phone and said that we'd rescued him, and she demanded that we be brought back so she could feed us, and lovely food it was too. Oh, here's a soft bit, you'll have to forgive me.
Yeah, the road out of here is a bit sketchy. Actually, road is the wrong word. Yeah, very wet as well from the rain that we've had. Well, we're through that soft bit anyway. Yeah, what an experience. We got a tour of the village, we met all the children, we just gave them some bubbles as well, just for fun. Yeah, that's just, and humbled, lovely, just absolutely beautiful.
I'm a bit lost for words, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's the sort of experience that makes you want to cry. Good job she's got dark glasses on, because you'd be able to see the tears otherwise. Just, yeah, so very, very humbling. They're such lovely people. There's 66 houses in that village. A lot more buildings, but 66 habitable houses and families. And they all smiled and gave us a wave. The kids followed us round. Just, yeah. One of those things, isn't it? People don't get to see little villages like that because it is a hell of a drive in. And we've still got to get out, so yeah, it could be interesting.
Such lovely people and such a beautiful home, and just the children were so polite. We are very humbled today.
After successfully navigating the last few kilometres of piste, we soon found ourselves back on the tarmac, enjoying the views of the gorge that the masses come to see.
It's incredible.
So we just gone out to have a look at the gorge, just turned around to get back in the van, and oh, I think we might need a bit of a car wash.
That was tight.
Even back on tarmac, the switchbacks were just as challenging, especially in our 7.5 metre van.
No, boy, he needs to learn to fucking behave himself.
Good morning and happy Sunday! We're off to Todra Gorge today. I don't know about Kath, but I could do with a slightly less emotional day after yesterday.
Morning. And yes, yesterday was everything, the whole thing. It really was. What an amazing day. I don't think anything could top that, but yes, it also stretched us to the very lengths of our emotions. But we're off today, Todra Gorge, and the sun's back out. Goodbye snow, for a while at least anyway.
Currently sat at 8 miles an hour going up towards the Todra Gorge, stuck behind a Vario that's probably well over its legal weight. Look at him!
Don't know what you're talking about, he doesn't even have the roof filled up. Todra Gorge. I don't really think I can show you just how high it is above us. Wow.
It's an amazing place. We've only just driven in, so we thought we'd stop and let the dog stretch her legs before what's probably going to be another slow drive through the gorge itself. But yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I feel like an ant.
stone. I don't care where we are, I just want a stone.
Come all the way to Morocco just to pick a stone out the river. You would need such a wide angle lens just to be able to get the scope of this place in. It is just, oh wow, just hundreds of feet above us, soaring canyons. And thanks to all the rain and the snow the last few days, there's actually water in the gorges as well. So yeah, really lovely. It'd be rude not to add a sticker really, wouldn't it? Here we go. We've just pulled over a little further up the gorge. He was trying for 50 dirhams for an hour's parking. Park in the UK for that. We bargained him down to 20 and a packet of pencils for his daughter. There's the van here. No water in this part of the gorge. Lots of donkeys and people though. Yeah, like lots of the Berbers out here, he was after wine and beer, so bear in mind if you're in Spain, buy the cheap beer from the Carrefours and things in Spain, and cheap wine, if you bring it here, it has a lot more value, not just to you to be drinking it, but to others to trade it. We're not big drinkers, Stuart doesn't really drink at all, so I kind of wish that we'd bought a few cases of beer really, because it really is a good currency out here, so just bear that in mind.
The Berber assured me that this was the way to enjoy a peaceful drive out of the gorge. That's better. As we turn and retrace our route out, my Berber assured silence doesn't last long.
So that's Todra Gorge explored well and truly. Had a nice walk down there and a little drive around. Of all the gorges in Morocco that you can drive through, none of them have really beaten what we did on the first day when we did the gorge in Agtor that you could only access on foot. It was absolutely beautiful. And yesterday, while the gorge was beautiful, that section of piste, the 25 kilometers of piste that went round the canyon before we got to the gorge, was like nothing I've ever seen before. So Erishidia I think is next on our list, but it's quite far away, so I think we're going to look for somewhere to stay tonight and then we'll move on to there tomorrow. And as you can see, Cat's gone full native.
If you've ever wondered about Moroccan driving standards, check out this overtake. If it wasn't for the fact that I saw it coming and slowed down, that motorbike would have been in a ditch, or worse, we'd have been hit head on.
Well, we just stopped on the road at a place called Restaurant Rida. We'll put the location for it in the blog, and it'll be for the 11th of February because that's where we are today. Well, I'm a bit behind on the blog, so when I finally get caught up, it'll be there. That was absolutely delicious. 3-course meal for 100 mad, which is about £8, I think. Absolutely lovely. Skewers,
yeah,
omelette,
chips, rice.
Lovely.
And some pastries to take away.
Yeah, because I couldn't eat any more, so I couldn't manage the pastry dessert. But yeah, very, very nice. It was really enjoyable.
With both of us feeling better after a good meal, we hit the road again, heading for our park up by a natural thermal spa in the Tizi Canyon.
Good afternoon. Well, it's been a lovely peaceful night at Tizi Canyon. We're just heading back now. We didn't do much filming there, but we're on our way to the Sahara now. So just stopped to take some photos of this beautiful oasis town here. So this is us on the very edge of the Moroccan Sahara, and wow, it's warm. Who knew, eh? So a very long drive today, but yeah, fantastic. The scenery is otherworldly. It's like being on another planet. Amazing.
After weeks of winding our way through the mountains, we finally found some nice, flat, straight roads, which, as well as being mesmerising, improved the van's fuel economy by 25%. Miles of nothing is eventually broken up by fossil shop after fossil shop. And soon we hit the outskirts of Mazoga. Keeping a keen eye out, we eventually found our campsite, Haven La Chance. It had been recommended to us by many people online, so we kept our fingers crossed that they had space for us. Haven La Chance has a hotel and a campsite, so we followed the signs for the camping and were pleasantly surprised that there was loads of room. We headed as close to the dunes as possible because, well, who wouldn't want to wake up to views over the Sahara?
We are here!
We've only gone and bloody done it. We've driven from Wales to the Sahara Desert.
In time for the sunset as well.
Yeah, not all in one day, I might add.
Welcome to Haven La Chance.
Welcome to the Sahara Desert.
Oh, I gotta get out there and see it.
It has been a long day getting here. It has been hard work. But as we turned the corner and saw the dunes, the laughter that came from Kath just boosted my mood no end. And now we're here. It is fantastic. Everybody should come here. Just look around. And now she can't stop crying. From laughter to crying. Really, come on, let's go.
I'm kind of so glad that I've had to wear sunglasses for most of this trip because it's so sunny here. So nobody's really been able to see how many times I've randomly been reduced to tears by the absolute beauty of Morocco. Oh, this sounds hard work. Yeah. Oh, take me away. This is too much like hard work. Wow.
I don't know what these little footprints are.
Camels?
No, little foot. That's not a camel footprint.
Oh no, they're birds, surely.
Birds or lizards.
So this is us here, somewhere. That is a Saharan sunset. I've waited so long to say that. The dog's loving it. Biggest beach in the world, Newly. Oh, wow.
Right, one day we've got to be on the top of one of these.
Yeah. For months, as we've been preparing this trip, people keep asking, where are you going? And we keep saying, we're going to drive to the Sahara Desert. And we've seen some beautiful things on the way here. And it's all been about the journey, really. And I'm sure we'll see some beautiful things on the rest of the trip. But this really feels like a special day today.
It's not very often I'm lost for words, but I have nothing.
That sunset. Oh, wow. Thank you for following us all on our journey, by the way. If you're only just picking up with us, you should definitely hit that subscribe button so you can follow us all the way home. This is Mazoga, on the edge of the Moroccan Sahara.
It's taken us just over 4,000 miles of travel to get here.
And 6 weeks, and he still got me here in time for a beautiful sunset.
And Valentine's Day.
This feels like such a pivotal point of the trip to us. During the whole time we've been planning, the destination has always been, we're driving to the Sahara. So to actually get here has been really, really monumental.
Now we're finally here. We've taken a few days just to turn the volume down a little bit. It's been one hell of a journey over the last 6 weeks, and we're both a little bit fried and a little bit emotional. So we're just relaxing for a few days, but we do have some exciting things planned.
That's if we can ever drag ourselves away from this place, of course, because we keep making noises about where we're going to go next, but neither of us is actually making any plans or a date to move. It really is heaven here.
Join us next week as we explore the Sahara, play with fire in the desert, and ride off into the sunset on quad bikes. And don't forget to like and subscribe.